What is going on, everybody? This is Roster of the Burbank Misfits. And of course, you're always listening to the Misfit Effect. Hey, and everybody, welcome to 2021. We
Or
took a few weeks
2020
off,
part two.
Huh?
Or 2020 part two.
Yeah, 2020 part two. Oh my God. And this is our first episode of the year. We hope that you enjoyed your time off as we did, because I had a birthday and I didn't want to record that day. So this is the first episode, and without further ado, we have a newer performer who's met randomly at, I want to say, XRCO. I'm thinking, but it's been over a year. So, and you know how trying 2020 was. So without further ado, we have Konrad.
Hey, thanks for having me on, man. Appreciate you guys.
Oh no, doubt. I know I told you a few weeks ago, like we had to have you on in January because we were definitely going to take that break off because of Christmas and New Year's and my birthday. So how long you been in the industry, bro? What? Tell the world about you. Who is Konrad?
Oh, who is Konrad? Okay, well, my journey into this industry started with Connect Pal. You remember that? It was kind of like the OnlyFans before OnlyFans. So when I first moved to LA in 2015, I started doing just little cam stuff, little videos. But like I was working with all local talent, like nobody important or nobody with a name. And I just was doing it for the extra money because LA is expensive as hell.
Yep.
But it turned into a lucrative little business. And I was doing it on and off for the first couple of years. And then in 2019, I was recruited, signed to an agency. Not sure if I can name drop. But
if you want to, it's
You
your
can if you
world.
want to.
It's okay. I was signed to an agency.
I mean, if it didn't turn out well, maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, because I name drop all the time, man. I'm not ashamed of it anymore.
Let's just say it was an agency that really didn't do much with me. It was just I was signed on paper, but didn't really get much work. So from there, started networking, meeting a few people, doing my own thing. Went to AVN for the first time last year. That was an experience. And just been trying to network through this crazy ass 2020 year, trying to make 2021 a little bit better, trying to step out, do like live cam shows, think outside the box a little bit with my content. Yeah, that's pretty much me for right now. Still kind of early. I'm still kind of new. So it's like the chapter hasn't really gone that in depth yet. And hopefully the next time you have me on, because hopefully this won't be the last time, I'll have a lot more stories for you to add to the Konrad saga.
We've only had a few, I think only two people on at two different times. And we've seen the growth in them because
We had three.
we had Sarah Lace on early in her career.
Oh no, we have four.
Four?
Think about it. We've had Carmela Clutch.
Okay.
We've had Bobby Adore twice.
Well, I don't really count that because his episode got messed up.
Oh yeah, and we didn't have him on again.
That's my guy. Shout out Bobby Adore, man. I fucks with that dude, man. That's a good guy.
He works out in my gym. Yeah, I fucks with him.
Yeah, Bobby's that dude.
We had Cali Caliente, or it was Cali Confidential back then.
Three. We had Callie, Carmela, and Sarah Lace on at different times in their career. From Callie was our very, very first episode. So, and you can see how messed up we didn't know what the heck we were doing with this podcast because she was working out at CW's, gym, CC Fitness, North Hollywood, and she was leaving when we were about to record, and she was like, "Hey, I'll be on your first episode," and then that happened. So yeah, no, we'll definitely have you back on at some point because I'd love to see people's growth.
I mean, if you have time for us in the future,
Yeah,
You know,
like unless you get like really big and then you forget
like I
about
ain't
us.
got time.
Then you be like, yeah, I don't know.
This
I'm
is.
shooting for all these agencies right now.
Hey guys,
I gotta go on Rogan. I
I'm gonna
gotta
be
go
I'm
on
gonna be
Rogan.
real
I
honest.
can't go this week.
You know what? Joe Rogan is the cutoff, guys. I'm telling you. If I get on Rogan, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I might have to rearrange some schedules and like get back to you because that's the
I'll
goal right there.
understand.
I don't care about AVN awards. I don't want any of that. But if I get on Joe Rogan, you cannot tell me shit. I'm telling you right now.
Oh God. No, but the site you said I've never heard of before. But I know that
I've
it was
seen it in the
some stuff that
market.
was going on when I took my little hiatus away from LA for those 2 years. I had to get away.
That's where
Like
I'm at right
so.
now with my life, dude. That's exactly why I left. I had to get out. It's just too much.
Well, because I seen you around because I know you do a lot of stuff with Lavish. What's her last name? Oh my God. Um, LL. I'm messing up her name right now. Help me out, Conrad.
LL?
Yeah, is it Lavish?
Lavish. No. I mean,
No.
I can name drop a few people I've been working with a lot more lately. I mean, you might know Marley.
I love Marley. She's
I
super
love
sweet.
Marley. And
Marley who?
Marley Moore.
Let's drop these full names.
Yeah, Marley Moore.
I was talking about Lavish Lane. Okay.
Oh, Lasha. Yeah, I used to work with
What's
her, and I worked with her a few times back in the day. The first BBW shoot was with Lasha.
Yeah, because I've seen
And
because I know you are like from what I see off and on, you do a lot of stuff with the BBWs.
well, I have a BBC, bro. So I mean, hey, it kind of like
Yeah.
it kind of adds up.
People are looking for big things.
Yeah, right. Big girls, big dicks. Like
Thanks.
you need those. It's a combination.
That's hilarious.
It's not BBWs and baby dicks.
Nope. No. BBWs and BBCs only.
Oh my God, that's
Trademark that one.
you might have. I told someone else to trademark something on this podcast. I wonder if they ever did it because we were just talking about random. Because I always consider this podcast a podcast about nothing and the randomness. Because that's the way it should be, and you should trademark it low key. So, so did you move out here for like if it wasn't like to do stuff like this or are you just how are you keeping up during this crazy times because nobody was really working as much last year.
No, like this has been like a really fast paced environment. In fact, to be honest with you, man, the main reason why I came out to LA is because in 2015 I was fresh out of the military. I served 8 years in the Army.
Thank you
so
for
I
your
got
service.
out. Thank you, sir. I got out. I grew out my hair. I'm like, you know what? I want to start over. I want to do something different. I can come out to California. I have IT credentials and other things I've done in the military that can, pay the bills while I want to do something that I really wanted to do. And I always wanted to be a chef, an actor, and a bartender. So I know it's random things. So I used my GI Bill, became a bartender out here. Was pretty successful in that. I did the acting thing, did a couple of background gigs, some plays. I did a web series with one of my friends that made it to like a finalist on the HBO new series market.
Okay.
But just several things. But like I said, it's expensive as hell out there. So, somebody that I knew from back home was also doing the webcam thing or the Connect Pal thing at the time. And they said it was an option. So first thing I really had to do was get over that fear of being naked on camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you see the benefits of it, it kind of adds more confidence into your craft. So like, yeah, to be honest with you, man, I really didn't perceive myself doing porn. Like the only porn that I was doing was like personal stuff, stuff that I'm recording on my own phone. I'm holding the camera, got the light out, and I'm, I don't care about angles. I just care that I'm getting the video. You know what I mean? Like, but like now, because
that POV stuff, yeah,
POV pimping. I swear that was it. That's all I was doing, bro. That's all I was doing. I have a tripod. I know about 4K setups. I wasn't doing any of this stuff, man. But life is a funny way of leading you down paths you never foresaw for yourself.
I do know, like many people, like guys and girls, they always a lot of people struggle with just that being naked on camera. Mm-hmm. And if they're okay with being naked on camera, many of them have issues with having sex in front of others. And that's where a lot of them have their performance issues. It's because they can't see themselves like depending on what you're shooting, having someone look at you or someone have their shoulders over you, their camera over you, like their huddle over you while you're penetrating somebody, and they're like right behind you. So you're just bouncing back into their stuff, kind of, while you're doing what you got to do. So some people don't know the the logistics of what they don't know.
I found that out the hard way at AVN. Well, during AVN week, man. Like usually, that was like my first time really being around huge productions where it was more than maybe 1 or 2 or 3 people on set. Like I'm dealing with, like that was the first time I actually had a cameraman go between my legs and was shooting like 3 inches from my nuts and shit. And I'm just like, I'm trying to focus on the chick, but I'm looking at I'm like, I really hope I don't like tap my nuts on this guy's camera lens or some shit like that. It was the strangest experience, and I like completely bombed the scene. But I talked to a couple of like male talents, and they've told me like, hey man, shit like that happens. You just got to find your comfortability level, or you got to find something that you can focus on to make sure you get through the scene. And I'm getting better at it. Like sometimes it's like energy too. Cause like some people I work with and I'm just like, nah, this ain't it. Cause they just on some other shit or too many drugs or whatever the hell it is. I can't call it, but I try to just focus on my job and, get it done. Mm-hmm. But, it's still something that I'm working towards because I don't work with as many people as like, Bobby Adora, he has a fucking catalog of just people he's worked with. And I'm like, fuck man, I don't have that. I have the same people that I'm working with, and I'm cool with that. Like that's
the thing is like I know Bobby came in like a little while before everything shut down, and you said like you started in 2015 doing camera stuff, but you didn't really start shooting until 2019, and then like
No, exactly. No, I was saying exactly that.
Yeah, and like so everything shut down in 2020. So we don't know what your catalog could have been for last year if everything didn't go haywire, Mm-hmm. And cuz like I've seen you at different places, interacting, mingling, introducing yourself to people. Now, who's to say that you could have not shot with most of the people that Bobby has shot with, and stuff like that. It's just, we can't go anywhere. And everything now is just like, hey, you want to shoot some content? And it's kind of like some people are down for that and some people aren't right now. And if they are down, if they aren't down for it, it's because they're already back in the motions of back in productions. And if they're not, they're like, okay, then it's just hard to schedule with them, getting locations and all the other crap. So, so I get it.
On top of that, you really have to watch your approach too, because you can't just be like, hey, let's shoot this content. Like some people, I don't know, it's just context. You know what I mean? Some people you really have to approach a certain way to get them to work with you. Some people have their ideal, because like, I mean, you've seen me, bro. Like I'm skinny. You know, I'm skinny as hell. I got tattoos. I'm skinny. Some people might look at me like, man, I'd pick him up. I'd pick him up while we fucking, and he's supposed to be doing that to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody has their own preference, but like, to be honest with Prince, I'm really cool with. I was just having this conversation the other day with somebody. I'm completely fine with working with the same people and just creating different ideas that are outside of the box. Like, I don't want to, like, right now I'm just in the mood of creating like visual what's the word I'm trying to think of? Visually satisfying things that make you think outside of the fact, like, okay, I'm supposed to be jacking off to this. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you're going to do that anyway, but I want you to sit down and look at it like, oh, okay, that's something different. I've never seen that before. Instead of me just walking in, the tripod set up, all right, suck my dick. Or I'm about to eat some pussy. You know what I mean?
So basically, you want something that people can enjoy rather than trying
like storyline.
Sex art.
I like it's a big thing that it always comes up. Like with some people, like we have one. Like for me personally, if I am to watch a porn, I need like storyline. I need to know why y'all having sex. Like seriously, like if like even if it just comes in like you like say, oh, I'm making you some eggs. Oh, really? Are they fried or fertilized? They are fried. They're like, you gonna make them fertilized? Okay, yes.
Yeah,
get into the kitchen. Okay, thank you. Give me a storyline. Let me know why y'all are having sex. Don't just wait. Just don't shoot the scene like, hi, sex. It's like, I need context.
Right.
I'm not a part of the scene. I'm like, I am the cameraman in that. I want to be a part of it. I want to be like that, the invisible third wheel inside of it. So I get it.
Hey, I want them eggs fried too, by the way, Prince, since we're talking. Like, man, yeah, absolutely. But no, that's exactly it, man. It's like we're in a privileged position.
I don't think you know the song. It's a song on YouTube that I was just trying to go off of.
It's like right to fertilize.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But don't you guys like think that we're all in like a privileged position to even like to be here? Because there's thousands of people having sex right now, probably. But how many of them are really getting paid to do it? How many people can build up a fan base where people are really looking at them to solve their sexual appetites or to help them get through whatever the hell they're going through in their own personal life? It's like, I don't want to compare it to like being an actor or like a movie actor or a Hollywood actor, but it's more like sex therapists. Because these are things that, normal people in normal lives, they don't just have conversations like the conversations we have. Like we literally be sitting around talking about, oh yeah, you remember that scene? Like, I don't like using 3 fingers. I'm like using 2 fingers. And somebody walking by, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck are they talking about? Like, what's going on?
I agree with you. I agree with you, and then I look at it a different way too, because during 2020, it was a surge in people who are using OnlyFans or ManyVids or those other platforms to sell their personal content. Now, when it comes to the people who are have more fan bases and stuff like that, like they are like de-stressing America. I'll say it like that. Because and people don't understand this. If porn didn't exist, a lot more violence might have took place in 2020.
Amen.
Because sometimes if you just get one out the way,
well,
male or female.
What do you mean when you say get one out the way?
You think that's the function of like America, because we suppress sex so much, but we are really into violence?
Konrad, and when I say get one out the way, I mean either for guys busting a nut or girls, coming.
Sometimes you just got to get that angry boner out, like that. Like I've woken up sometimes just upset for no particular reason in 2020, just because it was 2020, and you get the angry boner out, and your whole day just starts off anew.
Yeah,
Like I get it.
and then to jump on what CW said, like we are an angry nation, and like, and for those who don't know, we record this on Thursdays, whatever. So today is Thursday. Yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
they just ran into the state house.
Yep.
In multiple cities, LA, DC, and like someone got killed over this stuff. Mm-hmm. So we are an angry society.
Yep. And real quick, Prince, I want to say something about that. Not gonna name any names, but I did see a couple of my fellow male performers of color supporting that nonsense. And I just want to let y'all know y'all should be ashamed of y'all fucking selves.
I didn't see male performers supporting it, but I did see some black male performers. I did see a couple of female performers supporting it that aren't black.
I mean, this what's crazy to me about part of that is that, like, okay, people are seeing this, and this is like nothing compared to like revolutions in other countries, and like people are like, yeah, we want a revolution, and I'm like, have you seen what revolutions are like in other countries? Like, you really don't want a revolution.
Exactly, because I've seen them firsthand.
Yeah. So,
and it's just like, bro, it's weird. Like, you calling yourself patriots, but you have no idea what the word actually means. Like, you're not portraying yourself as patriots. You just looks like a kid throwing a temper tantrum because somebody took his ball away.
Well, that's the person we have currently in the White House.
Yeah, man, it's terrible. But
it's to the point now that when I hear anything is going crazy, I just don't even want to go outside. And I don't know when. I think
I'm just ready for things to get back, go very moderate, because that's where hopefully it'll go. Moderate.
I feel as soon as COVID-19 slows down a lot more, because it's slowing down now, but it's still people are dying frequently. When it slows down a lot more, a lot of this tension, get out the way. So that's just my take on it. But until then, these fools crazy.
Until then, we just got to keep making top-notch porn to keep those angry boners away. Like, that's it. Like,
that's true.
That's how we do our part.
Yeah, and what makes it worse, what pisses me off right now, when it comes to porn in general, like, there are some scenes that I've seen of people capitalizing on the negativity as far as porn goes.
Yeah.
And it just really bothers me because I literally seen a video on a popular website. I'm not going to give them the time, but of using, when George Floyd died, they used the scenario for a porn scene.
What?
Are you fucking kidding?
No, I'm not kidding you. I kid you not. And it was like, really?
But who were the actors? Who was like, yeah, I'm okay with that.
I would have to look it up, but like, I saw it and was like, I saw like the preview. I didn't watch the scene, but I saw the preview of it because, like, I don't know, I only watch girl, but this was a guy girl scene. So, and like, yeah, and the thing is she was on her way to be protesting all this stuff, and they stopped her, and then they had sex with her.
The fuck, man! Look, Prince,
and it's like, don't get me wrong. I love sex like the next person, and I love scenarios, as I said before. But there are some things that
can't we just all collectively decide not to go there?
Yeah. So
it just bothers me that I'm pretty sure they didn't just sneak that up. Like they had to mention this idea to somebody else, and somebody else had to say, "Yeah,
I mean,
yeah."
and then
I'll put some money into that.
someone had to shoot it. And it was someone had to shoot it. Then you had the actors. Then you had the production to the editing crew to edit. Then you had the person who uploaded. Then you had everybody who watched it and supported it, said it was a good scene. So,
Well, fuck.
Damn,
yeah,
dude,
I don't
that.
always.
This is the adult industry.
This is why I like staying to myself, man. This is, this is why I like being how I am.
So being on that, go ahead, CW. You already had a question I was about to ask.
No, go ahead. So, the question. Oh, yes. You always steal this fucking question. So, Konrad, what made you decide to go into the adult industry? Like, what made you decide to do this instead of something else?
Oh, like honestly, if I'm being completely 100% honest with you, outside of the money, outside of everything else, it was the fact that, like I mentioned this earlier, we're in a privileged position. So for me to successfully make myself into Konrad, this persona, and have like my fans support it, I think that's what really made me want to continue with it, because I could have easily picked up the mantle and then dropped that shit when I just felt like it wasn't working. But for some reason, immediately when I picked it up, everything just started clicking, dude. Like everything fell into place. Like the same day I got signed is the same day I went to my first AVN event, and that's the same day I first met Prince.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just walking around this thing, and I'm like, dude, that's Kira. Dude, that's.
Oh, man, you meant me, Prince. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you.
When you said Prince, I'm sorry. My like a lot of people don't call me Prince. They say Raw Star, or they say and it throws me off sometimes when I'm thinking of Yeshua and not myself. So go ahead though. I'm sorry.
All right, I'm gonna just call you Prince R from now on. Prince R.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. A lot of folks say Raw Star.
I knew who you're talking about.
Go ahead.
First time I met Prince. So I mean, it's like it was an out of body experience for me, because like I'm a male. I watch porn. Like I've been watching porn for years, and I'm walking around this party, all these sexy ass people, and I'm in my head, I'm name dropping like, damn, that's such and such. That's such and such. Damn, I just whacked one like 2 days ago. Like, damn, that she's right there. Like this is crazy. Like, how am I here in this position? So what made me want to continue it is just like I wanted to be like that. Like, I didn't want to be like popular. I told you I don't care about the awards, but if I'm walking through a party and someone is a newbie and they like, damn, you Konrad. Like, I'm cool with that. I'm like, damn, you watch me? You know me? I appreciate that. So I guess it's just more of the respect for the craft, and then having that respect like be like seen from other people or shown from other people.
Kind of just want to. I remember the first event I drug CW to, and it was the first time that, because I met people, but it was like a certain group. So I had not been to a event that was as mass as the first Urban X Award I went to, and I was sitting next to CW, and I'm like, he knew more than more people that I knew as far as their faces goes, and the girls who were sitting next to, one of them was a performer, one wasn't, and like they were asking, what do I actually do, because I didn't really watch a lot of porn when I first started being around the world. So like I watched it, but it wasn't like I knew everybody's name and namesake. So like I could say, okay,
That's funny now. I don't know a lot of people's names now. And he knows everybody's name. And everybody.
And it was just so surreal at the time. Like I wasn't starstruck, but but I did know like blah blah and blah blah. So it's like, I got to meet this person, whatever. So I understand what you meant, and I know when me and you first met, you approached me saying like you saw that I was talking to certain people, and you just introduced yourself. So that's when I said, okay, this person's a cool individual, whatever, and it's just how you approach people and the way you approached me when you first met myself, and I've seen how you interact with everybody else you come in contact with. It's just like, hey, I'm new here. I want to do this stuff, but it's just like 2020 was heck. So
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think I just felt like I knew the right people to approach. Like when I came up to you, I peeped you for a minute. Like I wasn't on some like, oh, I'm just I fucking you from the corner type shit. Like nah, I'm like looking at how people are reacting when they come up to you. So I'm like, okay, this is a cool dude. This is a dude that gets a lot of respect. Like he's not one of these asshole dudes. You know what I'm talking about? Like a lot of people have this attitude about themselves, like they're just this upper echelon person, but you're human at the end of the day. And I definitely detected that from you. So I'm like, yeah, let me go.
That's exactly what you said. That's exactly what you said to me when you first walked up to me. So, but yeah, like I agree with that. I know that there's a lot of people, and I don't want to. I'd never say names, but there's a lot of people who are a-holes in this industry, guys and girls, and like it's always good to know who is who, and it helps you understand like who's going to be down for you in the long run and who's not.
Absolutely. And that's like right now in this 2021 year, the main thing that we're focusing on, and I mean we like the people I'm surrounding myself around. I'm gonna give them a little shout out at the end. I don't know their Twitter handles. My bad, y'all. I apologize. But the people that I'm like surrounding myself around now, the main goal is positivity and production. Like it's not all about how big your following is, or who is this or who that. It's all about certain levels of respect, understanding, honesty, and just commitment to the work and craft. Like that's really the whole thing. I feel like I was trying to search for all 2020. It was just like I wanted somewhere where I could like fit in, like comfortably, and not feel like I'm fitting in with a new task to fit in every single week. You know what I mean? Like it's a new something new that I have to do for me to continue for you to continue to like me. Like fuck that. I'm not here to try to impress anybody or try to be something that I'm not. If you can't accept me for who I am, fuck you. That's personally how I feel. Pardon my language, but it is what it is.
Oh, you can cuss all you want to. I don't curse, but you can cuss all you want to. Yeah, I actually made it through CW.
That's my last curse word. I swear that was my last
no. Like the thing is like my whole mission was to quit cursing, and since I count like CW can tell you, I count every cuss word that I say, so I could quit. And like last year, I said 0. I actually made it through, and but the thing is, like, I don't care who curses around me. You can say as many cuss words as you want to. I'm actually watching a special on cuss words right now, so yeah. No, you can cuss all you want to. I just like, and I agree. It's like, and then like it's like when you're around the industry for a while and you get to go to some places when everything opens back up, you'll just notice certain things about certain people, and their triggers. And so that's why I always try to understand everybody's triggers, and I know who is ride or die, or people who are just that. If I see them, how you doing, and keep on walking, you know. And that's why I have a great rapport with like Chris Cock. I don't know if you know Chris, don't you?
Chris, say the name one more time.
Chris Cock.
Maybe by face.
Yeah, so Chris is in my opinion, one of the best people that's actually a performer. Like him and Isaiah Maxwell has always showed me mad love and mad respect since day one. It's not that nothing. It was never like I had to earn their respect and notoriety and stuff. I mean, many others are like that too, like T-Real and others. But it was just like those two people are connected to the most out of everybody in the entire industry. So,
yeah, and it's about those connections too, Prince. Like, dude, to be honest with you, NCW, like, I think also one of the hardest things for a male performer is to find the lane that fits him. Like, you got to know your nasty level. You can't just hop into you can't hop into certain groups of people who are used to doing like extreme type stuff if you're not that person. Just know your lane, know who you are, and like don't feel like you have to fit into someone else's norm or someone else's idea of you. Because once you do that, you're willing to go off of anything. Like your morals are pretty much shot. And a lot of the outside perception of adult sex workers or film like content creators, whatever you want to call us, is that we're easily manipulated by the dollar.
Yeah.
And that's in my experience from the people that I've met some highly successful people who are, and they made it that way simply off of the fact that they weren't willing to compromise who they were just for some money. That, you know, you have it today, but it's gone tomorrow. But that picture that you painted for yourself, that's now broadcast for the world, lasts forever. So that money that you made off of that one time, or those several times that you just compromised things that you just weren't willing to do, you can't live that shit down. It's there. It's on the internet. It's forever now. So like again, just to bring back the whole like surrounding myself around people who actually care, who actually value your opinions, your ideas, and you can come together and make something great. Like, I feel like I'm lucky. And 2021, I think it's going to be a really big year for us. I really do. I really do. Okay. And the people I'm surrounded with, man.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to like? What is your end game? What is the end game for Konrad? Like what is the main things that you want to put out there in the world? So I mean, even if it's just owning your own company, doing your own mainstream stuff, doing like a what is the end goal for Konrad?
Well, Prince, to be honest with you, I enrolled in culinary school right before COVID hit. My first day of school was the first day that LA went on lockdown, bro. My first day of school. Yeah, man. Yeah. So like my goal with that, because I have the connections that I do now, was to be like a set chef. Like I would love to do that.
That could work. And like I'm gonna throw this off of our mutual friend Bobby, because Bobby uses music. That's his niche, because he got vocals. So he could be the music and you could be the eatery person.
Oh man, you're never gonna get us to go home. I'm telling you, you're not gonna get us to go home. If you put me and Bobby in the same room and he's singing and I'm cooking, man, look, it's over. It's a wrap. Get that mic out, Bobby. We got a plan right here. We got money to make, bro. Stop playing. Let's do this.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
I mean, it works. I mean, like whenever you you have a good niche of what sells and what can be profitable, like you're good. You're golden.
Yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and think I know I'm not the best performer, but goddamn it, I think I can whip up some shit in the kitchen. And once I have that credential under my belt, and you know how it is when you just get off the set, like even with big production companies and stuff, like you got the camera guy, you got sometimes you might have security, you might have the producer, you got hella talent. You could be doing a blow bang and you got 15, 16 guys and 1 or 2 chicks. You know what I mean? Like, who's to say you're not hungry from that? Who's to say I can't nourish your body after you just spent like 2 hours like fucking and sweating all over the damn place. You know, like I
I
want
will
to be
say
able to
this.
maintain it.
I will say this, and this is something of what you just said. So I don't go to these a lot, but I was at this orgy once, and like, you know, and it was more it was more so like some people were just there to watch, and it was just some who were, you know, whatever. And like, I don't think personally I could be like a person in a blow bang when it's like 10 other dudes were standing there looking at one girl, because I don't know how could, feel fully comfortable.
Hey guys,
Like standing next to like 8 other dudes who are, keeping
waiting on my
themselves
turn too.
keeping themselves hard while they wait. And it's just like, and it's only like, and I noticed this when I was at the one I was at, I want to say just under a year ago, February. It was February 20. It was probably a month before everything shut down. Probably not even a month. And like, so I was there and I'm watching everybody, like, and it was like I'm watching the girl in front of me, and the dude right next to me just whipped it out and just sitting there, just he wasn't gonna participate. He was just, and I'm like, this is so, I I can't. I'm trying, like, like, even with your eyes, like, you can see your peripherals, and he
Yeah.
was in my peripheral vision. It's not like I was
I
looking at his
wasn't
dick like
prepared for this.
it's
I
like
want
I
to go
wasn't looking at his dick like,
home.
oh, that's a nice dick. No,
Right.
it was just like, it was in my peripheral, and it was just like, I see it. So I know personally, like,
Hey Prince, so my first scene was a blowbang, bro. My first ever major production scene was a blowbang. I was one of 15 dudes. Okay,
I
we're
know.
in a we're in a car garage because the
I know
theme
which
was
one
like,
you're talking about, and
yeah,
I think it was it Marika one or no?
it was Ivy LaBelle.
Okay, because I know our last guest we had on, he was because AJ Fresh was in that one, right, with y'all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
AJ, you had
I mean, you don't have to tell me, because a reason I know AJ was in it was
yeah.
because because I know for a fact that scene was on a Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
and that evening I spoke to AJ after that scene. So, and then he was telling me everybody who was a part of it.
Yeah,
So,
dude. And just what you said just clicked to me, man. Because like when they say, all right, so the guys who can get hard come to the front, and if you're still working on yourself, just go and get out of the frame. So I'm the only like I didn't drop trial until I was the last person. Like I waited for everybody else to do it because I'm like, all right, so this is what we're doing. So I'm trying to find a corner to go, get myself together. But every corner I turn to, dude. So I tried to look up in the air, and it was like a piece of glass, something reflective from the ceiling. That as soon as I looked up, I seen all the other dudes around me. I'm like, I'm just gonna close my eyes. I'm just close my eyes and try to like. I just keep my eyes closed because there's no way I can do this. Because all I smell is balls and sweat and hear moans and shit, and it was hard to focus. It was hard to focus, but we got through it. Weirdest scene of my life, but hey, we got through it, and it really made me proud of myself, man. Because I
no,
thought, I'm like, I don't know, I'm telling you, bro, y'all gonna have to fake it with me because I don't know how we gonna get this done.
because
We
like
got it done.
I think, like, if it was just one other male, and it's one girl, and we're in the, like, she's the cream to the Oreo, like, I have no issue. But when it's just so many that are just around and out, and it's like, and I'm not participating, I'm just sitting there watching, and they're in the peripheral. it just throws you all off.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And it ain't like y'all got a
props to
6 foot
you
circle.
getting through that as your first scene because like people aren't. That's the biggest thing, to as I said earlier, like adjusting to having somebody watch you, you know. And the thing is, and performing in front of others. So if you're in that huge group of so many people, it's like, okay, you know, I'm gonna look at this girl, but you know, yeah.
But you know, you can't even really see her. Like you can't really see her because it's like a circle of dudes, and then as soon as you insert yourself in that circle, you got dick swinging every way, which way but loose, and it's like, all right, like I want to make sure I can get in, do what I can do, and easily back out without bumping into too many other people or just like rubbing ass with too many other people, because it happens. Like, bro, like you know, it just people swarm around the girl, and it's just like, dude, I really want to get in here, do my thing, and easily back out. Like, if I could have the C part for me as soon as I'm done and just walk out of the circle, I'm so happy. But it just don't work out that way. Sometimes you got, you know, skip me, bro, skip me. Let me go and get by you real quick. But at the same time, you got to like do that thing where you kind of toot your ass out a little bit and like you got to move back because you're not trying to like bump dicks with nobody. It's
and it was only a blow bang too, so it was no penetration of her vagina, right?
None whatsoever.
So
just
that
everybody's fighting for one mouth.
That eliminates holes. So it's kind of like you just. I mean, like at least if you have, you know, one of the ones where it's like 10 guys, whatever, and the girl, you can go into her butt, into her vagina, and into her mouth, and then she has hands. That's 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 right there. That, you know, that are being active at one time.
No, everybody's fighting for the same hole, man. And everybody's fighting for the same hole.
Metaphor for life.
Facts.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Artist crews found in a blow bang.
You guys are too much.
I haven't been on a set in a while, and like it's different. It's different between what company is doing the scene too, because I've come to realize some people have ventilation and some people don't have ventilation, and the smell from that is really depending on what company is shooting it because of ventilation.
Didn't you say dog fart has a stanky? Didn't somebody say dog fart has a stanky warehouse?
Did I say that? I'm not going to say what company has what, sir. People got to work, but
I mean, don't it make sense though? I mean, the name is Dog Fart.
Well, Dog Fart is the one that specializes in like you know, a lot of the gang bangs, like type blow bangs and the hole in the wall ones. So I mean, like each
makes sense.
Each company has its own
atmosphere. It's all about atmosphere.
But yeah, so I've been in a few places where
you can't have a dirty, sweaty gang bang with the blow bang without a dirty, sweaty, non-ventilated building.
You know what? You know what, CW, I gotta agree, man. Like it has to fit the tone. It has to match up. Or just continuity has to look real.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with that. I see where you at, CW. I'm with you. But will I want to do it again? Negative. I'm good. I made it out once, alive, unscathed, unstained. Unstained, and I mean unstained, because anything could have happened in such close quarters with all them fucking dudes around you. You know, it's like I don't want to.
Man, everybody has these like Burning Sands blow bang gang bang stories. Like, yeah, first couple scenes, or I had to do a blow bang or gang bang early on. Now it's like, nah, I got to start thinking about my own content, my own brand. Fuck this.
I think that's like a test, though, man. It's like it's a test. Like if you
Well,
can get hard, let alone get hard and finish the scene in a surrounding that you're not comfortable with, but you're able to mentally like gather up the, I don't know what you want to call it, moxie, courage, whatever, balls, or give your balls a tug so you can actually get the scene done. You know what I mean? Like I think that is what people are looking for.
well, I think also when it comes to like newbies,
Jump in the deep end.
depending on who is backing you at the time. You have people who throw you in the glory hole where you're not even on camera, it's just your dick, whatever, and they're trying to see if you can whatever, and then they put you in a category where they put you around a lot of people because the especially for black people, like a lot of these things you're gonna do early on in general are going to be these group things, whatever, because that's a lot, early on. That's what a lot of people do. Is just that. So it gives you a big taste where people can say, yeah, this person is a good performer because they can adapt to being in this circle. So if you got through it in general, you were hard, you came, and it didn't look horrible, and you did your business, you got a good repertoire with whoever is shooting it, and the people who are around you, whatever, can say, yeah, blah blah is a good talent because of blah blah blah. You know, so
Yeah.
it's a big catch 22, like in this industry, and then you get that reputation of, yeah, this person always comes early or fails. Like, and that is your constant. I mean, I can see, like, I'm not saying if it happens once or twice, but it happens constantly. You get that reputation of you're not comfortable on set.
Yeah. But then also Prince, it's not always the performers. Sometimes it's that, like I said earlier, it's like the energy of the set.
Mm-hmm.
Like sometimes you just on set with people who just have weird ass vibes, or they come in like fucked up on, like, dude, this one time, Prince, again, no names, this chick walked in, bro, and this was during AVN. This chick walked in before we even exchanged pleasantries. Hi, how you doing, Conrad? Boom, boom, whatever. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't fluff. I'm not sucking your dick or whatever. You don't have to fluff yourself. I mean, hi, how you doing? Like, it's just weird energies or just people's attitudes about how they approach certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, all right, well, you really want me to fuck her? Because in real life, I would have been like, nah, I'm good. Good night. Have a good night, man. Like, we done. Yeah. There's nothing else I really want to talk about. But because we're on set and we're working for, I guess, we're working towards the same goal, you kind of like have to ignore your personal feelings toward the person to get the scene done. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it's a lot harder than just, it's a lot more to it than just that. It has everything to do with just people that you're around too. And I'm a big energy person. Like I'm an empath. Like I'm an energy person. So if your energy is off for me, it's kind of hard for me to decipher between the performer or are you just truly an asshole?
Yeah.
But that's why I'm completely cool with working with the people that I've been working with because I'm comfortable with them. And based off of like their ideas, the way that they, they think, the way that they want to tackle and be better. They don't want to just keep shooting the same shit. Like, hey, let's just keep, no, let's think outside the box. Let's do something different. Let's plan this. Just like you said, you need a script. You want some backstory. Like that, these are the people that, I'm around. And it's like, hey, what do you think of this idea? Oh, damn, I didn't even think about that. That sounds great. Let's write that down. Let's explore it. Let's put it in a Google Doc. Let's talk about it. Let's add everybody to the group. Let's start up a group message. It's actually working towards shit and not, oh, hey, let's do this, but we don't have any plan of action to actually perform it, to get it done.
Respect that.
Yeah.
I do have a question though, since we are toward the end. So back to culinary, because I do want to touch on this for a second. So what's your favorite things to cook?
I love to make like hearty meals. So like steaks, fish, spinach, tilapia. Well, not tilapia because it's not real fish. Catfish. I love making pastas. Asparagus, rice, potatoes. Not sure if I said that yet, but just I guess American cuisines. I haven't really touched much on like Italian cuisines like that or anything else other than spaghetti and basic pasta styles that Americans know how to make. But that's hence the reason for the culinary, Prince. Like I'm trying to be on set, and after you finish and you sweating and doing all this shit, you come over and see my little setup, and you like, damn, let me. Can I get a to-go plate?
I just thought about something. It's like you have sex with them while they laying there and can't move. And here's a sandwich.
Right. Like, damn, are you exact? You don't have enough vitamin C? Here, I cut this orange up. I add a little flavor to it. Boom, boom. Go ahead, throw that back.
No, because like the reason I always ask because I know my college roommate when I was in my undergrad, he has a degree in culinary arts. Some people don't know that about this person, but they have a degree in culinary arts. And most people know I do not like eggs by themselves. It has to have some sort of addition to it for me to really enjoy them. But I don't know what this person did. They are the only eggs by themselves that I can enjoy eating. And they added like so much other stuff to it to make it like an egg, like an egg meal rather than just an egg by itself. So I always like to see how other people, make certain foods. Because I'm not a fan of pasta. So that eliminates so much food out there. Like basically 90% of Italian cuisine is not for me.
So Olive Garden is out for you. Okay.
Yeah, like I always my friend who was a performer, she retired in 2016. I was talking to her yesterday. But like I always say to her, if someone takes somebody to Olive Garden, they're about to give them some bad news.
Yeah, that's not a good friend. That's not a good. Whoa. So they about to break up with him, or they about to like let him know
that my view on Olive Garden is the bad news effect. Like, yeah, I'm about to give you some bad news. Let me take you to Olive Garden. and like to make matters worse, to go with current news. Yesterday, Anderson Cooper was saying that like everybody has stormed the Capitol building. Then they left from there and went to the Olive Garden. That was yesterday.
Oh no, I can never go back to Olive Garden for the breadsticks and the salad. The salads and the soup. That's the only reason. That's the only thing I ate because their food is trash. Sorry.
So, like, I mean, I went there recently with two performers, and personally, like, I was just there to eat. I think I got soup or something like that because I was only there because I was hanging out with one of the performers and her roommate came along and we went there. And I'm like, I don't eat pasta. I was like, y'all brought me to Olive Garden. So it was kind of like, and it was only because it was the only thing that was open around us at the time. So.
Well, trust me, Prince, I am not making Olive Garden cuisine on set. Like, no, I am, this is going to be top-notch, upper echelon type of food. Like, you're going to taste it and I'm telling you, to-go plates, I'm going to have aluminum foil on set, them little plastic, little paper boxes. Because I'm telling you, it's not just going to be, this was good. It's going to be like, can I take some of this home with me? Because I need this for later.
I do have an idea for you. Since depending
don't do it on here, Prince. They might try to take it. They might try to take our idea.
Well, I mean, like they probably already thought it. It's, but I won't do it. I'll save it. But like, it might can work for you mainly because of the whole food and eatery thing. So, and I think it would sell too. So, depending on if it's done right. So, yeah.
Okay.
CW, you sit there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. You have any other questions really quick before we
I do not.
This was awesome, guys.
So,
Thank you
Conrad,
for having me.
we should do an hour, and like you are an interesting character because I think this is the longest conversation we had, just back and forth. So, is there any any websites, anything that you're doing that you want to promote, and or how they can contact you, or where they can get content, content y'all can pay for out there, and support this young brother trying to make a way?
Well, I would say you guys can find me on OnlyFans. I have a free one and a subscription version. The free one is Mr. Konrad for free, and the subscribed one is just Mr. KonradH. Simple. On Twitter, I'm shadow banned, but if you search me at Mr. Konrad,
Real quick, everybody. His name is spelled Konrad, not Conrad. Okay.
As everyone tends to spell it, but yes, with a K. I appreciate you, Prince. But also Twitter. You can find me. You got to search me though, because I'm shadow banned for just being too nude on Twitter all the time. So it's Konrad with the K, H _, and boom, there I am. Also, really quickly, I just want to give a shout out to Marley, Chris, Nisha, Raquel, Artemis. If I missed any of you guys, I love you. Didn't mean. Oh, Alex, come on, bro. I ain't forget about you, man. Hope you guys are doing well. See you guys soon. We're going to be building real soon. Also, guys, we're going to be in Vegas doing. Marley is hosting an event from the 21st to the 25th of this month as a little mini AVN type of thing, since we're not having a real AVN this year. So hit her up if you're interested. She's looking for talent, all different shapes and sizes. Make sure you hit her up.
Give her information.
Got it. Let me get her social real quick.
It's gonna be held in Vegas or in LA?
Vegas, from the 21st to the 25th. So that's going to be Marley Da Booty, MARLEYDA Booty, BOOTY. Hit her up if you're interested. Let's go ahead and make this happen, guys. So that's it, man. Thank you.
Okay, really quick. CW, give your information.
You can find me on Instagram at CCFitnessLA. You can also find me on Twitter at CCFitnessLA. You can find my website, ccfitnessla.com, and on Facebook, CC Fitness.
Okay, real quick for me, it's for us rather, it's the Burbank Misfits on Instagram, BurbankMisfits.com, which says everything that me and CW do, from photography, graphics, website design, his fitness studio, it says everything we do on there, and also has a link to a bio and everybody who has ever been on the show. Me directly, it's RAWSTARR. Remember, it's 2 R's because somebody has 1 R out there, and that's not me. And it's somebody out there who always tries to use my name in different ways, and that's not me either. He always tries to use Prince Rawstar, and it's weird, and it's annoying, and it's scary, but that's a different story. And please, tune in next week. I have no idea who our guest is yet. This is episode 93. As we get closer to our 100 threshold. Konrad, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it, and we wish you the best of success in the career that you're in. You have a bright future ahead of you, and we really can't wait to see everything that flourishes and comes your way.
Blessings, guys. Thank you, CW. Thank you, Prince, man.
All right,
I love what you guys do. I'm a big fan, guys. Take it easy, man.
Take it easy.
All right, boss.